10 is definitely that sort of leader on the pitch in terms of giving you the direction, and the 9 is the conduit between the the forwards and backs, and sort of sparks and has that relationship between those two units. And so definitely those two players are incredibly important. I'm looking for someone who has a calmness about them as well, who can make the right decisions under pressure, but also someone who doesn't let the events of a game sometimes affect them. And the best example I think in the recent years has been someone like Dan Carter, and you see him play, and he might kick the ball out in the full or knock it on or make a mistake, and he just turn around and he doesn't let that get to him. A bit of a smile on his face and just say, everyone makes a mistake every now and again. And so, the qualities of a 10, that calmness, that coolness, and the ability to make the right decisions is hugely important.
10 is probably the most important position on the pitch. They call a vast majority of the plays. Me as a line-out caller, when the ball went into touch, I'd go to the number 10. He'd tell me what we were going to do. I'd pick a line-out based on that. So really the 10 is another captain on the pitch. He's really the director on the pitch. Guys like Johnny Sexton, like Farrell, are really good defenders as well. They can really lead the defensive line. They've real enthusiasm for that defending. So, he has to be a very complete player.
Yeah, that 9's always there's someone who's got a little bit of an edge about them. Can take it right to the line. That character who's someone who's competitive, because you're putting yourself in a little bit of danger when you're dealing with some of those forwards at the moment, how big and physical they are. So your 9s, there's a lot of things that they need to be able to do, and they need to be able to have that ability to compete, to back themselves, to believe in themselves, to yap away at forwards.
From a forwards point of view, the scrum half is the guy that bosses you around the field. He's the guy that decides where you're going, the tempo you're going to go there at. A lot of 9s now as well run the team defensively, so they organise a lot of the defence around the ruck for the forwards. He needs to know his role and all the forwards' roles inside out, so that when he does tell them to do something, they trust him enough to take his advice on board.
If you get a good 9 that your forwards respect, that can be the difference between winning and losing big games.